really my pleasure to introduce to you another student with us this evening. Joan is one of our students on our Level 6 Sales Apprenticeship. Welcome, Joan, and thanks for giving of your time to us this evening.
Hi, thank you for having me here. As you said, my name is Joan, and I'm currently doing a Level 6 Sales Apprenticeship through MSLETB and through my job at Tesco Mobile.
Okay. Joan, can I ask you, how did you decide to do a sales apprenticeship? Where did that journey start for you?
So I kind of first heard about it through my employers. They sent out an email to all the employees in the whole company, asking if we'd be interested in doing this course. Then they gave us a presentation explaining what the course would entail. All the lecturers were there, so it was very informative. And I just thought it was a very interesting course. I'd never kind of considered doing anything in sales or marketing or business or anything like that. And I just thought, oh God, maybe it's not for me. And then they kind of explained all the course to us, and it was really interesting. So I put my name forward, and luckily I was one of the few that got picked. So I'm very delighted to be on the course.
Very good, very good. I think we're probably very lucky to have you as well on the course. So Joan, tell us a little bit about the content of your apprenticeship program that you're doing at the moment.
So the course is broken up into 2 years. In the first year, it's made up of 7 modules, and then 6 in the second year. This is broken up then into online classes. Majority of the course is online, which I find very convenient. You know, I do it from my job, so within my job. For 4 hours a week, we get time to sit outside. We have our own area. My employer is very supportive of this, so I get my own time to kind of do it and get what I need to get done. And then there is an element of in-person classes which take place in Carrick-on-Shannon. Now, because of the whole situation, we haven't gone up there yet, but we're hoping to, in about March, to go up and actually meet the people we're in class with, socialize, that kind of aspect. So I'm really looking forward to that kind of part.
And that's one of the really important parts, I suppose, that you haven't had the opportunity to do yet, is the peer support and the networking that Mike mentioned earlier. That's really important. So, Joan, is it my understanding that you still hold down a full-time job while doing your apprentice?
Yes, I do. So I'm working in Tesco Mobile full-time while I'm doing this course. As I mentioned there, they are very supportive. So they do give me that kind of time to put my course first. You know, they're very supportive with resources, because we have a lot of modules which kind of focus on areas of the business that I personally wouldn't have known about before, such as like the accountancy side, marketing, all that kind of sides. So they do kind of do talks with us and explain what they can about those areas. So now I kind of have a greater insight in the whole area of sales, and not only what makes up my job, but what other people do and how we work together to just kind of create a better system for everybody involved. So yeah,
So do
it's
you
a very
think
good
this
system.
will have a knock-on effect in all of the staff that work around you as well, Joan?
Yeah, I definitely think so. So like I work with 2 other people in my team. So I do kind of try anything I learn in the course, anything new I learn, I do try and kind of pass it on to them, because it is very beneficial. You know, a lot of stuff we do, we just kind of do without realizing. But when you kind of have, I guess you could say, like an explanation for it, you're kind of more conscious of it, and it just does make us better at our jobs.
And Joan, finally, I'm going to ask you, have you gained professionally, how have you gained personally from this apprenticeship program?
So I think I've gained a lot professionally and as well personally, which I didn't kind of realize that it would be so personal. Like there's a lot of modules which kind of focus mainly on like self-reflection, how you are as an individual, how you fit in a team, which is not only geared towards sales, but also just made me realize who I am as kind of a person and how I fit in not only within my role within my sales department, but my role within my family, my friends. It's really reflective, and I think kind of when you're conscious of it, it's just a really interesting aspect to learn. So I think that has helped me personally to grow, be more confident, and as well in my job, I feel a lot more kind of sure of what I'm doing, because we talk about it in class, and it just gives me a bit of kind of a background into the whole aspect of my job. So I do have a lot more confidence, and we learn things like empathy and active listening. So I'm more conscious to take the time out to listen to customers, because especially I think during COVID, you know, we were the only people that a lot of people kind of got to talk to at that time. You know, they didn't, you know, they were kind of, I could see, you know, a lot of people didn't get out and didn't get to talk to people. So it really kind of made me conscious of that aspect too, that maybe I'm the only person they spoke to, you know, in a period of time. So really listening and actually taking heed of what they're saying. Yeah, the course teaches you a lot about those aspects, which maybe you wouldn't be aware of, you know, consciously.
Fantastic. Joan, thank you so much for taking the time out, and I want to wish you the very best in your future career, and no doubt we see both yourself and Mike doing very exciting things, I would say, in the future. So thank you very much for coming on this with us tonight. Thank you, Joan.
Thank you for having me.